get comfortable, grab some popcorn, and get your drinks because this is going to be one long and confusing story. Hello guys, I know I look like shit right now, but it matches my life at the moment, and so I don't really care. So yeah, I'm sorry for the not uploading. I have one, ran out of ideas, two, I'm still not technically back yet. This just happened this weekend and I really need to, like, it's a perfect story time video, so I'm not gonna trail off with this. I'm gonna get right into it because it's long as it is. Basically, on my Twitter, I tweet a lot about my favorite show, Gotham, and I recently got a lot of followers or mutuals from the Gotham fandom, and I'm in a couple group chats. Well, now it's like 2, but like originally it was just 1, and it was named the Gotham City Losers. It was created by my best friend Eve, and so a bunch of people were added into it, and I became like friends with most of them. Anyway, there was these 2 roleplay accounts that who I guess talked in group chats a lot. So it was Edward Nigma and Oswald Cobblepot, and the Oswald one talked like once or twice in the group chat, but it was mostly Ed, and I'll go back to the Oswald one later in the story. But so this guy, we talked to him for like a couple weeks. So this guy at first was kind of just like, you know, you're innocent, Edward Nigma, whatever, roleplay, riddle this, riddle that, whatever. He would sometimes go live on Periscope too, so we like knew what he looked like and stuff. And yeah, he was just like talking to us like a normal friend, right? But then, now granted, some of us in the group chat are pretty sexual, I guess you could say, so we kind of like asked him things and like said stuff, you know, implying that, and at first he was kind of just uncomfortable. He was like, well, whatever, but then like later on he kind of grew more comfortable and got into it more, I guess you could say. And yeah, basically he was saying all these like sexual stuff to us, and we're all like underage. Like this guy is like in his 20s, but we're all not 18 or over 18, so he was, you know, just saying all that stuff. And then he would like be like, send me like a Gotham picture, and I'll describe it. Okay, cool, harmless. I sent him one, it was a funny thing. I sent him another, it was a picture of Oswald and Mr. Strange or whatever, and then he goes, bondage with the friends, and I was like, boy, what? Then later on, he was talking about my teeth, right? Because I sent him a not him, like I sent like the group a selfie of me making like a funny face or smiling. I was doing something, but it showed my teeth. And then he goes, you know, pointy teeth. I can see that you have pointed teeth. Pointed teeth are one of my kings of trade. But he meant like kinks. Going back to that, he told us what his kinks were and how to like make someone feel good during, you know. And so since he told us his kinks, my friend in the group chat, Elise, was talking about how she got away from this guy when she was 8 by biting him because she has like vampire teeth or whatever. And he dead ass said, you know, I would have gotten aroused by that. And then Elise goes, Ed, dude, I was 8. 8. I have all the receipts, so I'll like put them in this video somewhere. But anyways, yeah, so by then, after he said that teeth thing to me and said that to Elise, we all kind of started to be like, okay, this isn't funny anymore. Apparently he was saying it to other people in other group chats too, so it wasn't just us, but yeah. Anyway, we all decided that he was a big ass pedophile, and one day, I don't even know how this started, but one day, literally the whole thing was like, okay, no, he's a pedophile. And we were tweeting at him, DMing him, and saying, you are a pedophile, we had all this stuff. And then he was like, yeah, I'm gonna leave Twitter. He deactivates because we exposed him, right? Anyways, that's not all. My friend Elise made this big ass thread on Twitter that showed the pictures of what he looked like, because we knew what he looked like because he did live periscopes and he would send a picture of himself. The first picture that was on Lisa's thread was a picture of him like dark in bed, like with no shirt. Like that is, we did I think most of the thread, but I got some screenshots and receipts from what was on there before it was deleted, so I'll put this all over here so I can like, I don't have to explain it, you can just like look for yourselves and stuff. Like I'll create like a little slideshow because it's, girl. Anyways, people were thinking he was from New York because in a picture there's like this New York thing right here, but I was like, oh no, he told me he was from California. So she put on Twitter that he was from California, and this one girl was like, yo, he deadass looks familiar. So we added her to the group chat. It was called like the Pedophile Busters group chat, and she was like helping us see where like we knew him from, and then it turns out he was from California. And then this guy named Jack like tweeted us, and he was like, oh no, he's innocent because I was like the writers of this. Right, it's a roleplay account. She just was bullshit like, oh yeah, I was one of the founders, this guy had nothing to do with it. Apparently his name's Blake. Blake had nothing to do with it, it was just all me, whatever. And then we're like, okay, what the hell? And then the Ed account gets reactivated, and we're thinking it's this guy Jack, right? Jack, the hacker Jack or whatever. And because that guy stopped tweeting on his account, and then the Ed guy goes, like, at first he's typing the same way that Blake was typing, because he said like a certain word that only Blake would like. It was hard to explain, but anyways, he was typing like him, and then we were like, okay, we're not stupid because you're typing the same way. And then after that he starts typing differently. I was like, okay, this is me. And he sends us a picture. Here's a picture. He looks like someone from a 90s rock band. Then later on he sends us this picture. Says, okay, no, this is what I look like. And okay, he looks like a real pedophile, but still. And then so those were like two catfishes. I was ready about to email a catfish from MTV, you know, that show, because this was. And then he sends us a video of him, I guess, saying something that only the Blake guy knew, and sends us a video of it, and he looks different. Like he looks like someone whose name's Juan and sells tacos on the streets. Apparently this Juan/Jack guy, whatever his name was, like Louise, and he had like his rapper name was Mikey Dopey or something stupid like that. Anyways, he sent us to Blake's Facebook page, and his Facebook name, like, link was like Riddling Enigma, which is what his Twitter name was. So maybe this guy did hack him and saw all of that, but I still think the original pedophile is Blake. Then we found his Facebook, and we found out he had a girlfriend, and his girlfriend on Twitter was tweeting at my friend Tom in the group chat. And so Tom and Elise were DMing him and like, yo, can we all group Skype you because we have so many damn questions? And they said yes. But before I get into that, I'm gonna go back to the Oswald thing. So I wasn't the only group chat who had the Edward Enigma account and the Oswald account in my group chat. Some other group chat did, and the Edward Enigma account left. And they kept talking shit about him, I guess, because he was creepy. And then he DM'd one of the people from that group chat saying, I know you're talking shit about me, because the only other account in there was the Oswald one, so they removed the Oswald one from that. And in my group chat, after the Edward Enigma account got deactivated, the Oswald account was like totally different. Like it changed to like this black profile picture, a different username, the tweets were deleted. It was sketchy as hell, guys. We also knew that this hacker thing wasn't real because the Blake guy originally FaceTimed or Skyped this girl Olivia, like in like Skype. So like we know it was Blake and not the hacker. Anyways, I'm in the Skype call with these other people from the group chat, right? And we're all asking them questions. In the first 25 minutes, they're fixing their lighting, right? And then this loud ass jazz music playing. I'll put screenshots from that call too. And all this other stuff. And like we were trying to ask them questions. They deadass wouldn't. Like they kept ignoring the question. They only like answered like 1 or 2 questions, and they were like, oh no, Blake was only in the Gotham City Losers group chat, which is my group chat. I don't know about these other group chats or whatever, blah 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 blah. Honey, he was saying that Jack/Juan/ 90s rock band/ Louise/ rapper dude, whatever, hacker, said he was from Fresno and that Blake tutored him, and one time he got mad that he didn't help him on a test, so he hacked his account. Boy, what? So we knew he was bullshit lying because when we asked the guy, the hacker, to go on his Periscope, he wouldn't. So we either think the Oswald account was either Blake or his girlfriend, because suddenly his girlfriend knew everything that was going on, and she was not really a part of it, so I don't know why she was even involved in this anyway. Basically, they kept lying, bullshit stuff, and so we all got fed up. So we're all just like, we all up and left. We all ended the Skype call. We're all DMing in the group chat like, yo, they're lying. Like, we know Blake is a pedophile. Like, we are not dumb. And then his girlfriend was DMing us like, oh my god, I'm gonna call the police. I'm gonna get my lawyer involved. All because my friend Tom tweeted a video that says, you like jazz, of this girl in the group, Charlie, dancing because their jazz music was playing. It didn't even show them at all. And Olivia posted this picture of him and her like Skyping, and then she goes, yo honey, I knew you were on Skype with me, and then he like deleted it because we're gonna get the authorities and blah blah blah. I'm just like, this is a mess. This whole thing's a mess. I mean, this started Friday night and is now currently Sunday night, and we're still going on about this because a new Edward Nigma roleplay account was made like yesterday, and it was tweeting like, oh yeah, I heard about that, I'm not him, whatever. Of course, nobody believed him. And so my friend Tom made an Oswald roleplay account and tweeted at the Ed account, right? And the Ed account isn't there anymore, but the tweet that the Oswald roleplay account tweeted at is now a Poison Ivy account, and that Poison Ivy account was the Ed account, and that Poison Ivy account was DMing my friend Elise saying, just delete that stuff because we all got your back, but you can just delete that stuff. Obviously, it's one of them. Anyways, moral of the story, Blake's a pedophile. Don't believe any Edward Nigma Riddler RP accounts on Twitter anymore. And the pedo busters are going to jail, bitches. Just kidding. But I'll see you in court, sweaty. I know I look like shit, but there's just a couple things that I forgot to mention. It's the next day, it's Monday currently, and I forgot to mention that we also found his phone number because one of the people in the group chat's friend, I guess, who was 13, sent him nudes because if she didn't, he would be like, oh, I wouldn't trust you anymore. Something stupid like that. Anyways, but it happened, and so we got his phone number and we called him, and it was him because we found, we heard the voice. It was the same voice coming from the periscopes. I also have a video that I took of him saying something gross, which I'll add to the end of this video. But, yeah, so we got his phone number, we called him, we kept like hanging up. He was like, what are you talking about? What DMs? But like, boy, you knew what we were talking about. Today, this one girl from the group chat, she looked up the number that we sent, and it was from Fresno, California, which was the place that apparently the hacker was from. So it's like a long story. It'll probably keep updating throughout like the week, sadly. So I'll probably do an updated version of the story once it's all cleared up and all just over with. So yeah, see you in court, sweaty. Same day, back on the update. The story is so confusing. Apparently it wasn't Blake's number, it was the kid who hacked him, Louise or Jack or Jake or whatever the hell her name is. And now everyone thinks that because the girl who called said it wasn't Blake's voice, it was the other guy's voice who posted the video saying he got hacked. So now we're thinking that's a student and they're telling him what to say because Blake's girlfriend said it was Blake's number, but it clearly wasn't. So now we're thinking maybe he was hacked, but instead of being hacked, he just gave the password to his friend or his student and telling him what to say. So that's great, I guess.
Damn it. A message from the Riddle Daddy. Golly, so freaking much. 2 fingers, a tongue, a little nipple play. Listen to what they have to say in case they give direction, yet don't at the same time. Are you happy now?
Hello? Can I help you? Hi, this is the London Metropolitan Police. Can I confirm with who I'm speaking? Please don't hang up, ma'am. If you hang up, we may be forced to send additional force to your house just so that we can have a conversation with you.
Well, you know what? I am an attorney, so, what do you need to know?
Is there a man called Blake there?
No, he's not.
Do you know where he
Talk
is?
to me. I am an attorney, and I have your phone number, sweetheart.
Okay, I don't care. I need to talk to
And I am
Blake.
turning it over. Quit calling, because I've already talked to a lot of people already.
Okay,
So I
well,
need you to quit before I file a charge.
Yeah, well, you can't really file any charges against us when he was the one asking 13-year-old girls for nude.
And that's not true.
It really is. We have screenshots, honey.
You know what? I have your phone number.
Okay.
I'm not calling you back.
Bye.
You will be
Hope you
prosecuted.
charge.